Tell a little bit about this.
Yeah,
The reason why I
yes.
wrote this song.
Yes.
And a lot of people always ask that. And I wrote the song, the first verse talks about a night away from mom and dad. I wrote that because my youngest daughter, Emma Grace, we just lived down the road from my wife's sister. I mean, probably not far at all, maybe 2/10 of a mile. And so her and her cousin were very close. And man, they would always try to work the courage up. He would want to spend the night with us, or she would want to spend the night with him. And it never failed around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We were getting a phone call, or I was running him home, or vice versa. And so anyhow, I just got to fussing one night on the way back from that trip. And I said, Em, why can't you just spend the night? And she said, Daddy, I just get homesick. Well, to be honest with you, I went through some things just personally in my spiritual life, and that it really sort of put my mind on heaven. And I got to thinking about, you know what, I'm homesick. And I got to thinking about being homesick for heaven. And that's how it really all came about. And I wrote it from that standpoint and that perspective. And to be honest with you, the fact of the matter is sometimes we do get homesick. And I'll be honest with you, today I sat through the funeral of a friend, and I know of other people that are fighting battles and they're going through things. And somebody said this the other day when we were at the hospital when Miss Melissa Irwood passed away. And they said this, they were just talking about that she wasn't hurting, wasn't sick anymore. And I said, no, faith has now become sight. And I don't know where you're at tonight. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're facing or what you're fighting, or maybe what's around the corner, around the bend. But I know this: for those of us that are saved by the grace of God, there is a promise of heaven.
Amen.
And we this trial, this life is just a short while. And so you be encouraged tonight. You be encouraged. Set your sights on things above, not on things of this earth. This earth is temporal and it'll fail you. The things of this life will fail, and people will fail you, let you down. But God never has failed us, never will fail us. And just to be honest with you, sometimes we just get homesick. And that's the whole reason why I wrote the song. And so I want you to be encouraged tonight. You may have needs in your life that God's not met yet. Well, you just trust Him. The Bible said it so well, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful tonight that no matter how rough this sea of life may get, I'm glad that I've got a promise that there's going to be a day that my ship is going to pull into the harbor, and I'll get to spend the rest of my life, the rest of eternity, with my Lord and Savior. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that God has used it. And I can't tell you, like Brother Wesley said, and of course he doesn't even know the messages that I get because of people who saw the Morrison family do it. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that God could use a little something. That I'll be honest with you, I sat in the basement of the house where my little office was and wrote those words down. Just it all stemmed from a frustrated situation. I didn't like being up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning running back and forth, but I got to thinking how real it is. That sometimes our kids do get homesick, but sometimes we as God's children get homesick. So I want to say this: if you are homesick, just hang on. The Bible tells us that He's coming. He's promised. He said, if I go away, He said, I will come again. That where I am, you may be also. So you listen as the guys sing this song. I'm honored. I'm thankful for what God, if God could take anything I could do and get glory from it. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little homesick. And I'm glad that one day I have the blessed assurance that one day my faith's going to become size. You listen as they sing.
Amen.
Sleeping
just a little homesick. I'm older now, it's plain to see. This world means so much less to me. There's not a lot to make me want to stay. I'm making plans to move someday. My Savior's who I want to see, and my family's there to welcome me. Just a few more miles to go till I make it home. I'm just a little homesick. I'm just a little homesick. That's what this funny feeling is. I'm thinking about a place called home. That's where I really want to go. I'm ready now to move on home. My Lord will come, it won't be long. A place where I belong, that's why I call it home. I'm just a little